Well, here I am in front of you guys, from an introvert to a visual storyteller, and now a TEDx speaker. Feels great, man. The energy, the vibes, feels good. So it's actually been a while that I haven't been on stage. But yeah, this is me. The behind the scenes pictures you can see is what defines me. I'm a person who always believes in action shots, the emotions, no pose, nothing, just pure action. For me, photojournalism is a moment, a blink of an eye. It's that second, and that is our visual truth and our visual language. And right before this first image, before I fell, I had a few seconds to take this picture. And that picture, my friends, it was published in the National Geographic Photos of the Day. And I want to say that back in 2013, when I was just beginning my career, that was the time I got an opportunity to travel with the Nepali army pilot. He was a colonel back in the day, and we got to travel on the army transport plane to Jomsom, actually. And I didn't know at that time, I was just starting my career, and when we landed at the airport, all those frozen dead bodies were being loaded on the aircraft. And for me, it was pretty tough to handle that moment in the beginning. And the trip back to Kathmandu with all these bodies just around me, it took a toll on my health. I mean, physically, mentally, I mean, definitely. So actually, after that, it took some time, but it made me the person who I am today. And that strength, and that was actually just the beginning of my career. And after a couple of years, me and Kailash Gurung, the army pilot, we were so close, man. We were so close that he always used to send me his recordings. He loved music, he loved singing. Just a day before, he sent me his recording, and I told him, "Uncle, wow, this is a great song." Then the day after that, I heard the news that he was also killed in the helicopter crash that took his life. There are so many incidents, so many coverages that I've done in my life, in my decade-long experience in photojournalism. And the recent one that I remember is the Jajarkot earthquake. So there were so many stories, and out of all those stories, I remember this particular one that actually made me and my friends so emotional that we literally had tears in our eyes, and we just didn't know how to react when we saw this man who was working so hard for his family in Malaysia. He got the news, he came back, that his whole family, man, his whole family buried under one roof, in the same house, his two children, his wife, his whole family. And that was pretty hard, even for us. And there's not a moment that goes by that I never forget this image. But we as photojournalists, no matter what happens, we never break our emotions. It's so tough, the emotions, so hard, but we know what we are here for, and that is to tell stories to the world. No matter what happens, we just have to tell stories to the world. This was during the earthquake, the second earthquake that took place I think this was the second earthquake on May 2015. And during that time, I got an opportunity to travel with the American Marines on the American V-22 military aircraft. it was, and I think I'm the only journalist to travel on this military aircraft. And that access was very special to me. And the experience, it was a thrill because especially the landings, man, this big boy, the landings that this aircraft did, it used to feel that your heart would have stopped. So I took the flight on that particular day. It was on the morning. Then we went to so many districts to cover the stories, and they were actually here to help the earthquake victims by giving them reliefs and providing materials, etc., etc. So the flight that I took the morning, and we went to so many places. We came back, but the next flight that took off, it was not the Osprey, but it was the American helicopter. And later in the evening, we heard the news that it had crashed, and all the people were in it were dead. And later at night, I got so many calls because I had actually taken a selfie in this moment and posted it on social media. And when everybody heard the news, everybody just thought it was me on that aircraft. And it kind of like I had like the shivers, like, yeah, anything could have happened. Well, at least here I am in front of you guys. COVID-19, it was so hard. When everybody was at home, we were in the field day and night, bringing in stories. But what we normally used to see was only like the army paying tributes, carrying the bodies, the cremation sites, and the oxygen, the medical emergencies, the suffocation. But one day when I was at the cremation site, I saw what nobody else had seen. I saw the army people so tired, man, so tired. They were like literally on the corner, just like, oh man, like, you could see the exhaustion. So at that time, I knew that this would make a good picture. So I did a series on them, and it got published on the newspaper, and it went so viral on social media that after a couple of days, the Nepali Army Chief of Staff, he called me and he said, "We really love your pictures. We would like to give you a medal, a badge of honor of the COAS Commendation Badge on my chest, man." And that was heavy. That was intense for me, We work day and night, like we don't worry a lot, like we just do what we love. And one thing that really hits me is, the people, like how they judge us, by screaming, shouting, and, like I've literally run for my life so many times that even thinking about it is so crazy. It's been a lot, and I just wish people would understand that we are just here to tell stories. We are not here for money, we are not here for anything else, but we just want to bring the stories to the world. So this was one of the series that I had done during the pandemic, just a few images. So the good thing about our field is that we are so undervalued sometimes, and like sometimes it feels the appreciation that we need to get because we have so much pride in our work and we just only want to be appreciated. And these days lately, I'm just glad, I'm just glad that people they at least appreciate and respect you. And that is heavy for me, man. It makes me happy. And what I say is like, we are the people that take interviews of other people. But when you are the people that take the interview, but when you have to give your interview, and that is something scary, man. And I'm actually very honored, I had even given my interview after some very good incidents that I had covered, which I will share with you. You all must know Cristiano Ronaldo, the superstar, the 39-year-old star. And back in 2015, I got so many calls, I got so many messages saying that, hey man, Cristiano Ronaldo has shared your picture on his social media handle. And to me, in my early 20s, this was the thing, you know. I was just beginning my career. I had done so many stories during the earthquake. And this moment, it made me happy in my 20s. It felt good. Adobe Premiere Pro. How many of you know the software Adobe? Photoshop, After Effects, Illustrator. So yes, I had gotten a call from Adobe saying they want to buy my picture for a handsome amount of money. And during that time, I was so broke, man. I was so broke. But a day before my daughter was born, I got paid and this picture got released. And then I got all those interviews. You know, like I said, I started getting so many calls, so many messages. I actually had to give an interview, man. And that was scary for me. Yes, it was scary because normally we go, we take pictures, we interview them. But man, it's my interview, it's my show. It made me happy. And seeing your daughter, man, cheering for you, you know, it's like a whole new meaning in life. You want to pursue more. And seeing your son now, like he's just a kid now, and now I want to prove something to him also. But now I say it's technically I have to do more for both of them. So I want more success and more opportunities, and that would make me more happy. And so many incidents in my life, and from Cristiano Ronaldo to Adobe, seeing your children so happy, wanting to prove more, do more. But what I say is, just imagine there's the rain clouds above your head and it's so thick, it's so heavy. That was me, and I used to feel that back in the day, it was the same feeling for me. It was so heavy because nobody in my family was in this field and nobody understood me, what I was doing. But all those years of struggle, all those failures, and believe me, to all those people who really want to do something, achieve something, turn your hobbies into dreams. If you are that person, if you cannot convince your family or you want to do so, you will fail, you will financially struggle. But trust me, man, there will be a day where you will shine, man. You will shine so bright that the rain clouds above you will just disappear. And that day will come, my friends. My father, he never took an interest in what I was doing. He didn't know what I studied, and he had no interest in what I was doing in my life. I just had my bag with my 2 cameras, my 4 lenses, and I just used to just go around places, do stories, and he used to see the newspaper, okay. But one day when he was taking a morning walk, he passed by one of the colleges that I had passed out from, the recent one, and he saw a picture on the board, man. Like, he saw a picture of me, and he was like, "Ooh, sorale ke gora jasto cha." And he comes back, and I meet him at my home, at her home, and he tells me, he asked me, he's like, "Babu, timle ke padeko ho?" Then I knew that he finally had taken interest, and that made me happy. And, I've contributed so many of my pictures in international medias and all those national awards that I have received in my life. But an international award, it still remains, man. It still remains an international award. And there is some space in my shelves back at home waiting for that award. And so much more space in my memory cards back at home that I guess I gotta go now. Thank you.